Welcome back, folks, to the Melwright Show. This is episode 413, lucky 13. Robert, my normal co-host, is on his vacation. He's in England, my native homeland, folks.
Ooh.
Yes, raining. When he told me he was going, he's actually gone to Wales, Adam, in December. Lovely. That's what I've got to say. The weather must be beautiful. That's what I've got to say. So I've got my co-host, my co-founder, I should say, of Melwright, Adam Brown. Adam, would you like to quickly introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yeah, thanks for having me on again. And we got a pretty exciting program today to share some good tips. But I am co-founder, like Jonathan said. We've been working together 2 to 3 years and complement each other really good because he's really good at certain things that I'm not quite as good at. And then I'm good at things that he's not quite as good at. So we learn off each other, but we also build into each other and each other's strengths, which is great. And it also makes for a lot of good information because you're kind of getting both sides of the equation there. So, and I'm a marketing agency, so I do a lot of videos, photos, some website stuff with Jonathan and logos and things like that. So excited to get into this. How about you?
Yeah, I am. Adam's the video expert and he also does the Facebook adverts on the website, design and development. So we make a good mixture, folks. So in this episode, we're going to be discussing the best type of Facebook, YouTube videos for real estate agents in 2024. I think video is really important. If you really want to build your brand in 2024, I think it's really crucial. I think there's a rush to quality. What I mean is people next year that are going to be buying homes are really going to be looking at those that got a really great brand and show that they know what they're doing, basically. What do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, and video is just huge. So like almost every podcast and video we make, right, is about the importance of videos along with a couple other, things that we share about. But yeah, I mean, we can't really overemphasize how important it is. So keep listening.
Yeah. Let's go for number one, short form video. I'm talking about 10, 15-second videos. They can be utilized on multiple platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. They're getting more popular. YouTube, Google and YouTube really has been promoting its short format. These are vertical videos, not horizontal. Like I say, they're short. We can help you produce these as well. The other good news is you don't have to be on them, basically. I got 3 subcategories, ideas of content for these short videos, and also there are AI platforms that can help you produce these, or we can produce them for you. What's your views on this, Adam?
Yeah, all good information right there. And I think, 10 to 15 seconds, there's kind of a trend right now, like who knows next week, right? What it's going to be like, but those short static images that then people, especially on like Instagram, so a short static image that you can then scroll to. So you're getting people to stay on your post, engage with you. They're, touching the screen and they're interacting inside that platform. So those are pretty huge too. But yeah, I mean, if you can keep your videos to 7 to 15 seconds, that's a really good mark, kind of a benchmark to set as a goal.
Yeah. Before going, so the subcategories I got here is inspiration, quotations. People love, we all fall for it. If you see a video and it's moving and it's And there's various techniques that you can get in movement with the quotation that's inspiring or interesting. You can rapidly produce them, and they do get an effect. Testimonials, they're really great. Just having the text and having a voice overhead read out with the text showing at the same time. They are very effective and quick. You can do walkthroughs, longer ones, and then you can cut them up using AI. And like I say, we can help you with this. Basically, you can cut up a walkthrough. A walkthrough doesn't have to be a home that you're actually the agent for. It can be homes that your brokerage is happy for you to show, or it can be quick videos of the outside of homes that are on the market. There's various ways of getting that content, and then you can do long form and then break it up into short form and then populate Instagram and the others. What do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, all really good ideas. And, try to include captions on those. One, it's good for, the hearing impaired, so that they can see as you're talking, if you're on the video or if somebody's on the video speaking, they can see the words that are coming out if they can't hear them. And then also it reaches more people, so the algorithms pick up on it. You're also getting keywords that those, algorithms also can read on the screen. And so that's going to be good for SEO, which is kind of Jonathan's big strength, I would say, is one of the big ones for him. So, using captions that also explain the words that are being shared, even literally, even if it's a 5, 6, 7 second video, those are really important. It's really helpful, and it's also resourceful as well. So include those. And when you do it inside the platforms, that's typically going to give you a little bit more reach. But if you're posting to multiple platforms, a lot of us will just make them, on a different app or program, and then we'll import them into there and post from there. So, there's options, but definitely try to include those in your short videos and long videos too, honestly.
Yeah. Funny enough, folks, especially with YouTube, YouTube seems to be pushing two ends of the video market or type of videos. You've got the short form video that we just talked about, and then they seem to be promoting heavily long form video, which are basically podcasts. They're doing a big push to promote podcasting on YouTube, like hour-long YouTube podcast videos. They've got a whole section tab now on YouTube for podcasting. So they're really pushing their YouTube shorts, and then their really long form. It's quite interesting, where the classic is about 10, 15 minutes when it comes to YouTube videos. I consume all sorts. God help me. I watch too much YouTube, but it's better than normal American television, isn't it? There's only so many weather channels and murders you can watch, isn't it? So number 2, business spotlights. This is a great way of building your brand through video and building your connections in the community. And what do I mean by business spotlights? Well, basically you video people in your local community, and you interview them, do a quick interview, and it's business owners, and you spotlight restaurants, services, anything around property or any popular business. And if you say you're going to edit a video and you're going to give them the video, and it's cross promotion, and most business owners, some will say no, but majority are going to be delighted. And it gives you the opportunity to also build a relationship with that business owner as well. So it's a win-win for everybody, and it really and because it's hyper local, you can put keywords in, you can use it on your website, you can use it on your Facebook, you can put it on YouTube. So you can use it on multiple platforms, and it's hyper local video relevant content. So it's really a great idea. What's your thoughts about this, Adam?
Yeah, and don't forget too, some of these you can add onto your Google business profile, if it's appropriate. So they're a little more strict on that and not as much of a social media um, type of a platform as far as your Google business profile, but definitely start looking into that if you're not, because it is drastically underutilized. Just like YouTube Shorts are like really underutilized. And I guarantee you on your phone, you have shots of where you live and really like Jonathan and I reinforces so much, but you need to be the digital mayor. If you're in real estate, you need to be the digital mayor of the area, the city that you live in. And so paying it forward and sharing about different businesses, they get so excited about that. Most of them, I would say, generally. And so sharing about them and the highlights, what makes it such a cool spot or a great environment to go, grab a coffee or grab lunch or something like that. So, you can be super strategic. And like Jonathan said, it's great for SEO too, all around. So yeah, we encourage you to start doing that if you're not already. And if you are doing it, just continue to improve what you're doing.
Yeah, because like I was saying, it's combining these different formats, like the videos that we started off, the short form vertical that we can help you with, that you don't need your head, your face to be. It's really, we've also got a calendar system so we can help you produce these videos. And then we can place them on a calendar for you. So, and combining them with video that you are in and you are presenting, it's really producing enough content that's sustainable for you, because consistency is important. But we've got to be realistic here. It's feast or famine normally in real estate. But it's keeping that consistent with our help. Plus, you maybe setting out 1 or 2 hours each week to do some of the videos that we're suggesting, which is one of them, doing a business spotlight, mixed with a couple others that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Really works. What do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, and you're gonna have a little bit of editing time where you can send that off to get edited as well, and there's help there, or we can help you with that with one of our plans that we have. And there was something I was gonna share that one of the things I noticed when people are doing the business spotlights is the audio is really bad, and if you have bad audio, it kind of ruins the whole video. So even if you're using your phone, which I have a $10,000 camera I normally use for these Zoom recordings and podcasts and stuff, and for my business. But guess what I'm using? What am I using right now, Jonathan?
He doesn't like it, yeah, but he's been let down by the software of his camera. So he's using his iPhone, but I think it looks fantastic, but he's not happy with it. But he's a professional photography guy.
Yeah,
so.
But you know what? It's working, and it's pretty appropriate, because that's probably what most of you are going to be using is iPhones. And so it works, right? We're using it right now. We're doing a long podcast and it works. It looks good. I can't really trick it out as much as I would like to with my good cameras, but hey, it works. So yeah, just back to the audio, like you can get, little Rode mics. They're really not expensive, especially if you're in it for the long run. I think Ceremonic's another good brand. Deity's another good brand. So look up those, and they're Bluetooth. You can get ones where you can hide. I don't particularly like when people are wearing the big, rectangle mics on their shirt. I think it looks pretty cheesy. So I like to kind of hide them. If people are okay with that, you can let them install them in their shirt. But it makes such a difference to have good audio. So invest in that. I mean, you could probably for around $100 plus or minus, get a decent audio setup
Don't
for
give
your
them
phone.
too much information, because I
Yeah,
thought next week that's what our topic can be, the equipment,
perfect.
and also some AI video editing tools out
Cool.
there. We can have a mixture. We've been talking about all kind of formats of video that can promote yourself and promote your business, that will lead to some really quality leads. I can guarantee it. Because if you're just listening to this podcast and you're just doing some of the things that I and Adam are suggesting, you're just going to be probably in the top 20% of agents that are doing anything like this.
It's true.
And unfortunately, the majority aren't. And they're the ones that are going to struggle in the next couple of years. Because if you do listen to what we're suggesting, you're going to be in that top 20% of agents that are going to be okay or build their business in the next couple of years. So that's my little spiel, but I believe it. Next one, monthly or quarterly market update videos. Well, it's linked to your email, and if you can do a weekly email, I think that's best. If you can't do a monthly one, we can help you with that. We have our standard plans, and then we got plans which can fit into your particular requirements. So if you're looking for a particular mix, you can always book a call with us on the mail-right.com website, and we can build a bespoke package for you that includes our standard technology stack, which is amazing. But mixing video, with your newsletter and sending it out will increase the engagement of your, i.e. you take a frame. You don't have to utilize something like BombBomb. You can just take a screenshot of the video that you've uploaded to YouTube. You can place it, give a written introduction, and then they can click on that to watch the video, and it just gets more engagement. What's your thoughts? If you can do a weekly one, but it has to be good content, or do a monthly market update, or if you got to, just do it quarterly. I think it's best to do a monthly one at least, and then do a bigger one quarterly. It's got to be interesting. There is a lot of agents that do these, and they're pretty dry, and they're basically, folks, they're pretty boring. So you got to put yourself into the listener, viewer, or the consumer's shoes. Would you really want to watch something that's half hour, really, really boring? I don't think so. So always try and put yourself in those shoes. What do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, agree. I think if you could do once a month, that would be great. Once a week might be hard for most.
Yeah.
So, you want to set goals you can reach and achieve. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel good, and you end up giving up and doing nothing. So, and also, like, make sure that information is resourceful, but also entertaining, like Jonathan said. And if it's too long, I mean, how many people are really going to have 30 minutes to watch?
What I was thinking, Adam, is the weekly one. You just do the video, and then you can use it on, and then you just do a paragraph of writing, and you send it out to your list. And then monthly, you do a longer one, a longer write up. But you still keep the video to 10 minutes or less. And then you can use clips from that on your social media, right? Any of the highlights or key things that you maybe said, and reuse that on other platforms, and you're going to start reaching a lot more people. Yeah, it's just planning it out. I would just blank, just plan it out a bit, blank a couple of hours every week. Make sure, unless it's really something really, really urgent, like a really good commission check, blank it out. It's not, if it is urgent, obviously you can adapt, but it's best to blank out a specific period of time so you can do some of the things we're suggesting, and then mix it up with some of the AI tools that we're going to talk about next week.
Cool.
And you should get a result. Promote a listing of the week video, which could be part of your newsletter. The great strength, folks, is there's whole TV channels about property, about flipping property. There's whole channels. People love consuming walkthroughs. It's a staple, but it still works. You need a certain degree of equipment so it's not all shaky and that. But then you can cut those up as well and use them for your shorts as well. People just love walkthroughs, don't they? What do you reckon, Adam?
Yeah, walkthroughs are cool, and try to focus on things that maybe also stand out, right? So if it's just a room and there's like no furniture in it, don't spend 5 minutes in there, right? Show the room, move on. If there's a cool updated bathroom, or if the kitchen has updates, upgrades, or the backyard, or there's like a water feature, swimming pool, or whatever it is, right, that maybe has a little bit more wow factor, that's more entertaining and will keep people watching or get them to start to watch because of what you're showing. That's where you want to try to focus more of your time on that.
Yeah, and the truth is your first 2, 3, 4 of these is going to be rough. After that, you get better at it, so, and the important thing is, like I say, try and do one once a week. Do it before people turn up. If you've got a property that you're representing, do it before a client or possible buyers turn up. Plan it. Or if you haven't got properties, ask your broker, or just do property tours of the outside. Just keep doing it, folks, and don't give up after the first couple weeks. Make sure you can do one a week and you will get results. And finally, educational. That's more YouTube. It can be, there's a bit of overlap between the monthly, quarterly market, but educational videos. What I mean is at the process of buying or selling a home, a lot of people don't know the basics. So it doesn't have to be really high level. You just go through the basic process of how to get a mortgage, and a host of other things. What's it like dealing with a homeowners association? Just going through the basic stuffs, and also going through what we call evergreen videos, which are about the actual area that you're doing business in, the city, town, region. Those type of videos, and they're great to write written content and place them on your website. And as long as they're set up correctly, they can get results for over a year, 2 years, with a little bit of updating, but not too much. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I love the evergreen highlight that you just mentioned too, because like Jonathan said, it can be resourceful. Like, say you want to share about different parks and neighborhoods. You don't really need access inside anyone's house, but you can also certainly, show houses in the neighborhood as you're going through there, or riding a bike, or whatever you're doing, skateboard or whatnot, and show the houses, but then show where the park is, or maybe there's a really pretty canyon next to it that people like to go, walk or ride bikes, or, do frisbee golf. So those are all just really good ideas. Granted, those aren't necessarily educational, except for if you're educating them on all the different parks in the area, right? So kind of think of it that way as far as these educational videos go. And short and sweet's good with these as well. And make sure you're explaining the area and giving people the information that they would want and what they're looking for.
Yeah, like I say, we can help you with the non-facial content. We can help you with those type of videos, and we can advise you about the equipment. Adam knows a ton about all this, and he can advise you. So we can be your mentors and support network, and that can be part of one of our bespoke packages, and we can give you ideas and help you on the technique side and advise you about the equipment. Well, we've done that. We're more than happy to do that. So so I think we're going to wrap up this podcast. Like I say, next week we're going to be talking about sound and cameras and equipment, plus some AI tools that can help you with these short videos and some other aspects around graphics and video. So you've got the tools to produce this type of content in 2024. So Adam, what's the best way for people to find out more about you and what you're up to, Adam?
Yeah, I mean, they can go to mail-right.com, right? Is that what you mean, or you mean me personally? No.
Well, are you on Twitter? Where can they find you on Facebook and engage
Yeah, Explore Marketing LLC. And so most of them I'm on that, obviously, where the usernames weren't available. So you can check that out. Obviously, check out the Mail-Right accounts as well. Follow us, give us a like, share, comment, because we do like to hear your feedback, your experiences, things you're trying, maybe things that have been successful, things that are more challenging. So, include that even on our videos here. And anything else?
No, I think that's great. We'll see you next week, folks, where, like I say, we'll be talking more about video. And give us some feedback on how you're finding these podcasts and some of the topics you'd like us to cover. It's about giving you value. That's what it's all about. We'll see you, or you listen to us next week. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.